What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing an air fryer toaster oven from Feekaa. Now this air fryer toaster oven is something that they sent me to test out and review. And the good thing about that is that it's something that I've been wanting to purchase anyways. Now for the longest time we've been using this air fryer from GoWise, which we have nicknamed Darth. I mean, come on, doesn't it look like Darth Vader's helmet? And I gotta say that this air fryer has been an amazing product that has lasted us for over 4 years and it still works perfectly. Now because Darth is still working perfectly, it's not that we want to replace him. It's just that we want something that we can use in parallel that can do the things that Darth can't handle. Anyways, as you can see, this is a pretty big box, which means that there are a lot of things that we can do with this air fryer that we couldn't do with the previous one. All right, so let's unbox this and see what it comes with. Okay, so looks like it's a box within a box, which is, I guess, good for shipping purposes. Okay, so this is the air fryer oven from Feekaa. It's model KAKZ20A. It's 120 volts, so perfect for the US. 1700 watts with a 20-liter capacity, so it's pretty big. And to be completely honest, I was pretty nervous at first because on the website it did look like a plastic oven, which I was thinking easy bake oven. But okay, so as you can see from the box, I guess this air fryer is black and gold. All right, so in the box, looks like you get the oven itself, and I'll probably have to put this on the floor to take it out. Okay, so there's the oven itself. And then you also get a bag of accessories. So let's take this protective styrofoam off. Okay, so of course you get the oven, and it's a pretty nice sized oven. Made completely of stainless steel aluminum, looks like, or stainless steel metal. Okay, so from an accessory standpoint, it looks like you get a air fry basket, a handle of some sort. These are probably the rotisserie skewers that you plug into the chicken for the rotisserie. Rotisserie bar, where you connect these skewers. Looks like you get a drip tray for the bottom, instruction manual, a cookbook which has some recipes in there, which is always nice to have. You have your warranty card, and then it looks like you have a grill plate or a grill tray. See, from an assembly perspective, so this looks like just a miniature oven, which is pretty nice. So I'd assume you put your drip tray on the bottom. You can actually take it down one more. Drip tray on the bottom. You can put your grill in there. Then you've got your fry basket at the top, or adjust it however you want. But what's nice about this is it looks like you can cook more than one item at a time, up to probably 3 layers or more. The knobs themselves are plastic. Looks like there's a timer there. But then everything else is pretty much stainless steel. All right, so as you can see, this is an extra large air fryer with a 21 quart capacity. Now what's nice about this is that it's a combination rotisserie, countertop convention oven, and air fryer. Now I was a little bit nervous at first when I first saw the pictures online because this thing looked a little bit plastic-like. But now that it's in front of me, I'm happy to say that it's made completely of stainless steel, which means it's gonna be easy to clean and will last longer. Now again, this oven takes 1700 watts of power and it comes with a ton of accessories, as you can see. Now according to the instructions, you can use this as an oven, you can use it as an air fryer, you can use it to bake, toast, thaw food, reheat food, and the thing I like most about it, You can also use this as a rotisserie, which Darth over there couldn't handle previously. Now I gotta say, after using an air fryer for a long time, the best part of having an air fryer is that you don't need to use any oil. So food is a lot healthier when you fry it and or cook using ovens like this. What I also like about this is that it's got 3 layers, so you can cook different things independently all at once. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but I think it looks pretty nice, especially with the black and gold. The only concern I have is with these plastic knobs, but that's a small item and it probably won't affect how this thing operates. Now, based on the size of this thing, I'm not sure exactly where we're going to put this because it is pretty large. So that's something that we're going to have to probably figure out as well. Now, because I don't want to drag this video on too long, I won't be able to test every single feature, but I do want to test the air frying feature of this device because I want to see how well it compares to our previous air fryer to see if it can air fry food at the same quality or better that our previous air fryer could. So let's go ahead and pull some stuff out of the freezer and test this thing out. Okay, so we've got the cookbook here, so let's see what interesting things they have in here. So they've got French fries, always a favorite. So there's a recipe for French fries. They look delicious. Christmas roast chicken, roasted rib, milky salmon, toast, classic cheese pizza, French toast, banana bread, chocolate brownie, chocolate Danish pastry, apple and pear chips, all yummy foods. Okay, let's look at these instructions. How does this thing work? Okay, safety instructions. Okay, so there's the timer knob, there's the temperature knob, then there's the function for preset settings for different types of functions, and then there is a toast timer. So, depending how dark or light you want your toast, there's a setting for that as well. So that's pretty cool. So again, you can do air fry, which it's set on right now. You can broil. You can warm, bake, rotisserie, bake, I guess that's conventional bake, and then toast. So we'll leave it on air fry because that's what we want to test, because that's what I can compare the previous air fryer with. I know exactly how that prepares my food, so here's a good comparison right there. And then there's settings and cooking time for certain different things. So chicken wings. Now for the base of this test, I will be doing some chicken nuggets. Now Darth, our previous air fryer, did a perfect job of air frying these nuggets. They were crisp on the outside and juicy, soft on the inside, and just perfectly heated. So that's going to be my test for this air fryer as well. And if you haven't tried these nuggets in an air fryer, I'd recommend it. So let's see. I'd probably use the chicken wing setting. So temperature 190 degrees Celsius, 375 degrees Fahrenheit. But since this isn't a chicken wing, let's see. What does it say here? You know what? I'm going to try it with the same setting, with the default settings. So preheat oven to 350 degrees. (50 Fahrenheit), so that should be like right there. And then we're going to turn this on and set it for 7 to 8 minutes. I'm going to put 10 to preheat the oven. 360 degrees. Oh, that's nice. So when you open the front tray or the front door, the oven stops, and that's a good thing, I guess, for safety purposes. But let's go ahead and take some of our nuggets out. And these are fully frozen nuggets, so I'm just going to put a few in there. Okay, so I think that's good enough. And I'm going to slide these in there. And then I'm going to close it. got that new oven smell to it. Now the good thing about this oven is that the front glass does not get hot at all to the touch. And that's because there's double pane glass in there to keep it from heating up. So that was 7 minutes based on the instructions that I got. Now in Darth, it took about 12 minutes usually to cook these nuggets. So let's see if 7 minutes is enough. If not, I'll put it in for 5 more minutes. And it still feels kind of cold. So I'm just going to put this in for another 5 minutes just to be fair and comparative to Darth. But so far the outer part at least tastes crispy or feels crispy. And what did it say for chicken wings in here? Chicken wings were 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, about the same time as the other air fryer that we have. So we'll give that 5 more minutes and then we'll come back and test it out. Okay, let's see how these nuggets turned out. Crispy brown on the outside. Hot, crispy on the outside, juicy and moist on the inside. Okay, so now that that test passed, I'd say it does a great job at air frying food and it turns out perfectly. You can either cook it hotter or longer depending on your preference of how you want the chicken to turn out. But if you want the perfect crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside chicken, 12 minutes on 360 degrees using this air fryer. So next we'll try to air fry some French fries. My wife wants some sweet potato fries. She loves them, so let's go ahead and do that. So here we've got some sweet potato fries that we're gonna test out and then enjoy. Again, we're gonna take them from frozen and dunk some fries on here. Just make sure they're spread out pretty nicely. And I put it on the middle section. Well, it's the top, but it's the middle of the air fryer. Okay, so that's that. Let's see how long French fries are supposed to cook for. French fries are 375 to preheat the oven, 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll put this at 30 minutes because it's air fry 375, so that's So just a bit of feedback for this air fryer. I wish they would put the arrow on the top of the knob so it would be easier to see from any angle. Because right now it's on the side, which isn't noticeable if you come from the side and even from the front. But 30 minutes and we'll cook it. I guess the other thing about this versus my previous air fryer, on my previous air fryer, there were options or quick options for different types of food. So for example, steak, fish, fried fish, French fries, there were settings for all that. So if I wanted to cook French fries, I just need to move it to the French fry option and it would know. This one you have to be a little bit more specific because it doesn't have preset options for you to just quickly set it and leave it. But that's not a big issue because it still does a great job and it does have a lot more features to it. Okay, so one thing while we're waiting for this to cook, I did figure out what this was. This is to remove the rotisserie steak from the oven itself. So you just basically lift it up and take the rotisserie out along with whatever you're cooking. So pretty useful, I'd say there, so you don't burn yourself. Other piece of feedback for this thing, as you'll notice, there is some smoke coming out. So my other air fryer doesn't emit as much smoke as this, but that's only because the door is not flush closed against the oven itself, but I assume that's just to let the thing breathe and the air to circulate. So I guess from a design perspective, if there was a way they could filter out or keep the smoke from coming out or filter that smoke, then that would be great. But overall, I'd say the oven works pretty well. Seems to be cooking the French fries pretty well. Okay, so there we are, a perfect plate of sweet potato fries, and I'll just hand this over to my wife before she gets hangry. So this is the KAKZ20A air fryer oven from Feekaa. This thing costs about $140 on Feekaa's website, and I'll leave a link to it in the description section below. If you purchase it now, you can get an additional 15% off. I'd say that's pretty worth it just because my previous air fryer was around $70 to $90 on average, and then at the high point I think it was around $120. So for the amount of features that you get with this air fryer oven, I'd say it's well worth it. So our previous air fryer was a 7.5 liter air fryer, and as you can see, this one has a larger capacity coming in at 20 liters. So far we've only scratched the surface and haven't gotten to test out all the features of this air fryer oven yet, but so far it's a great first impression. We're going to go ahead and continue to test the other functions of this oven, and we'll let you know how it turns out. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to support this channel. Please make sure you also ring that bell icon to get notified when I post new content. Until next time, see ya.